Coming up now at 7:40, we are being joined, believe it or not, on the Brandon and Bernie show this morning by another Brandon. His name is also
Brandon Comeaux.
Brandon Comeaux. How are you doing, Brandon Comeaux?
Good, guys. How are you this morning?
We're doing well. So yesterday, there was a video that we saw, and then we saw it this morning. It's on our Facebook page. People can check it out. It is very riveting, but we saw immediately this morning. We're like, his name is Brandon Comeaux. So we thought we've got to talk to him about this riveting video. And it was also such a coincidence that your name is also Brandon. So thank you so much for joining us. And would you kind of tell us a little bit about what happened yesterday? And was this on Johnston Street?
Yeah, it was on Johnston Street, right next to Lafayette Music and the Cornerstone Glass. I was headed down Johnston Street, northbound towards the interstate, coming home. Actually, I had several kids in the back seat. We just got back from New Iberia, that new Cajun RV park or whatever that they have, all those, the water, the lazy river and everything. And so we're on our way back, and we're driving, and this Cox van is in front of me. And you can see in the video, it looks like he's further away than he actually is, but he cuts me off. And so I honk my horn at him, and I'm like, what an idiot, this dude just cut me off. And then I look up, and he's in the turning lane, and I'm like, okay, he's not going to use a signal. That's not good,
Right.
He's driving a big van. He should be using a signal, and then
that's my pet peeve too, by the way, Brandon. I hate when people don't use their turning signals.
Yeah, I can't stand it. I mean, people in Lafayette really need to learn how to drive. But this guy just goes into the oncoming traffic, and then you just hear boom, and then you can hear our reaction right there in the video. I mean, we're scared, freaking out, not knowing exactly what just happened. So my first instinct was pull over, block traffic, and, try to go assist, and see what was going on. It was very, very interesting.
You must have just, as you said, the fear. You guys reacted, but I think I would have been way more panicked. Y'all sounded like you were pretty much under control, though.
Yeah, we've been through a few accidents in the past. I have actually been in one accident. That wasn't my fault, and then I got my vehicle fixed, and 3 days after that, I got hit by a drunk driver.
Oh,
so, I've been in a few accidents, in my past, and I actually used to work for AT&T, and the same thing happened to me. Somebody pulled out. I was driving down College Saloon, and somebody pulled out and collided with my motor vehicle, my van, my company van. So I've been in a few accidents before. And so, you learn to be calm, you learn to be patient, and you learn to drive defensively. Yeah,
absolutely. Were you able to determine what had happened with the guy? I mean, there was some speculation, it might have been a medical situation.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. I actually have no, solid, proof as to what happened to the guy, but, from what you can tell in the video, I have like the whole 3-minute video, still on my dash cam. Mm-hmm. And, when I was reviewing it last night, it looks like he started to swerve a little bit, I guess you could say, is when he started to lose consciousness, and then he tapped his brake pedal. And then as we were entering the curve, he just completely just lost. There was no driver intervention after that, as we entered the curve. And so he hit that Chevy Silverado, nearly missed a Honda Pilot that was right next to him.
Ooh.
And he went through the Cornerstone parking lot, or through their front yard. You can actually see where he ran into their curb and just destroyed the curb. His van then rebounded off of the curb and then crossed Leone Street and then hit a Ford F-250, which slid into another car in the Lafayette Music parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, as you watch the video, as I watched the video for the first time this morning, kind of jumped a little bit when I saw the van cutting across, and you see the van, colliding with as oncoming traffic is coming in, and wow, I mean, thank goodness that it wasn't as worse as it could have been. So much worse is what I'm saying. Thank goodness it wasn't worse.
It definitely could have been. Looking at the picture of the van, the crumple zone of the vehicle definitely crushed in, but because it was more of a side impact, like frontal offset impact, where it didn't necessarily hit the front bumper, it just slid across the front end. It actually crushed the passenger compartment. So I was really surprised to see that the dude literally, I don't know if he crawled out of his window or managed to open his door, but the driver of the Cox van while I was assisting the people in the Chevy pickup, actually got out of his van, walked around in a daze, and then as I approached him, he asked me to see the video because he didn't remember anything from the accident at all.
Wow. Poor thing. Poor thing. My goodness. Wow, that is just an unbelievable situation. So you were able to get out and help some people there. Thank goodness you were there and calm and collected and able to help someone, Brandon. That's excellent of you.
Yeah. I mean, having been in an accident myself, I know that the details aren't always fresh in your mind, and you just don't know what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good to have bystanders or somebody else around to help. In case there is actually a medical emergency, you really never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody could be going into a panic attack or convulsing, or they could have been seriously injured. So it's always good to help out your fellow Lafayette citizens.
Absolutely. Well, you did a good job on that, and we thank you so much for allowing us to call you and talk to you. And it's way fun, and I know I had met you previously in the past. I hope I get the chance one day to shake your hand again, because it's awfully nice for us here. And I think for the most part as a community, we do that, but you just you put your faith in action, I think, by, getting out and helping folks. And it's a nice, right thing to do. And we appreciate the chance to be able to talk to you about it, too.
Hey, not a problem. As I said in the KATC post, it's probably very advisable, considering the way people drive nowadays, to protect yourself with a dash cam, which is what I have. My particular dash cam, I don't know if you noticed at the very bottom, but it shows the time, date, location, and speed that you're traveling.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good investment that I would recommend that anybody that has any reservations about driving or being worried that somebody might hit them or somebody might back into them and claim that they got rear-ended or anything like that. It's always good to protect yourself with video proof, and you never know, you might catch something crazy like this one day.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Boy, you are such a good thinker too, because you really thought it out. It's like you're absolutely right. You never know what somebody can say, and with no proof, who are they going to believe?
Yeah, that's right. It's always good to have video evidence on your side in case somebody tries to declaim you, I guess you could say, or say that your version of the story is not accurate.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Brandon, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks again for stopping to help those folks. Thank you for letting us call you. And
not a problem.
I hope that I hope nothing ever happens to me or Brandon. But if something does happen, I hope that you follow along right after.
Yeah.
Because you're sure a nice guy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, again, Bernie, it was nice talking to you. And Brandon, I've never talked to you in the past, but it's nice to hear from somebody else that shares the best name in the world,
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I'm with you on that, man. It was great to meet you over the phone, man.
Yeah, great. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks. Have a good weekend, buddy.
And he is right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
He is right. It's the best name in the world.
It is the best name in the world, right? That's awesome. From one Brandon Comeaux to another. It's true, though. It'd be great, because even if you and I were riding in the same car, I know you'd have my back.
Mm-hmm. I would
That'd
definitely
be cool.
have your back.
What is it about the Brandon Comeaux, huh? Huh?
We're okay, guys.
Yeah, it's 7:49.